Hey guys, it's Talking coming at you with another edition of Minecraft, and I'm really excited about this episode. Look, there's a treasure map, but that's not why I'm excited. I I'd gotten sort of to the center of the treasure map last night, and then I remembered after I'd finished the video, I was just puttering around a little bit, and I remembered, oh, I had some more to do in the village, which is just over there. And this poor bee, I came to visit them, and I thought, I would log off, and me and the bee could hang out. But there was a little small ruin underwater somewhere over in that direction. I got this map that's in my offhand, wherever I can see that. Apparently, I can't because of the boat with the chest. That's funny. But buried treasure map ID number 7. But as I was on my way, I saw in the far off distance a spattering of color, and then I had to log off. I had real life obligations, but it occurred to me that this was likely going to be a coral reef, which is a source of tremendous excitement for me. I I don't want to say like I'm super into coral. I do think that it is fascinating and beautiful, though, and certainly an object of interest. Uh, Not least because it is the brightest shock of contrasting colors that are in any natural formation that I've seen in all of Minecraft. And of course, I haven't been playing that long, just a couple of months. But I've been to a lot of places, and I could tell even from that distance. Yes, so over here, apparently, the buried treasure is going to be right around where this reef is. But I would say that the true treasure is the reef itself. We are going to jump up onto this little island here and see what's going on. It, for a minute, I thought it was going to be a relatively small affair, but it looks like we've got. Oh my goodness, there's so much of it. Time to get back in the boat. This is lovely. How fun. I am so reticent to damage any of it due to personal weirdness. I don't know. Like, it's sort of funny that I'm playing a game like Minecraft where the core mechanic is the exploitation and shaping of the natural world, and yet I see something like this, and I think I shouldn't touch it. I should just witness it. There's like this wonderful peacefulness. Of course, soon enough, my breath will start popping, and I will realize that I am not immortal. But on peaceful, you can be underwater for quite a long time. I wonder what is causing the bursts of light. Perhaps we can identify why we're able to see this from far away. Okay, there are sea cucumbers, probably sea pickles. That's funny. That's very funny. That's a fun little joke. Uh, anyway, I'm sure they got a good chuckle when they decided that they were going to refer to them like that. But perhaps it is just a natural feature of some of the coral blocks. The sea pickles don't appear to be emitting light everywhere that they're at. But there's so many beautiful colors of coral here. We've got yellows, reds, magentas, purples, blues. It's you know, it's so cool. I love this. It looks like every cool Lisa Frank notebook that people had whenever I was growing up. All it needs is a weird sparkly squid to come out in like 9 or 10 colors, and for me to rise above the water, and there be like a sunrise of some vivid red. You know, if I planned ahead, that would be happening right now, but that is absolutely not what I did. So I'm just going to go underwater because I cannot swim fast on top of water. If there's a way, I don't know how, and get back to the boat. But this is just beautiful. And I'm sure at some point I will break some, but probably not from this big one. I'll destroy the smaller colony. Is it just right? So in the distance there we have places that don't appear to be outcroppings of coral at all, but still have like quite a lot of light. Maybe there are buried blocks that are doing that, but basically my Minecraft principle is anywhere that casts light is at least somewhat relevant to go to. Oh, nope. I think it might be the combined influence of the sea cucumbers, and it actually does look like what it is. So maybe on their own they're not too much, but when you get a bunch of them together, they sort of, then they'll be like torches together. And there's a village or village-like formation over there, but I wanted to check out what's going on here with this first coral block because I don't really recognize these trees. And yeah, this it's like coming upon the coral reef here, and I thought this was all I was gonna see, and I was already like really pumped about it. And then the vast expanse of the coral city over there, no mere reef, and I wonder if I can make the coral grow. Can I like throw bones on it from underwater? Perhaps that will work, perhaps not. Hey, dogs, or wolves rather. I think they're only dogs after they become your friends. But they're, they're nice. I feed them some mutton. I think you have to feed them bones to make them want to be your friend, but you probably, if you want to increase the wild herds, perhaps you entice them to increase the numbers of their species by feeding them raw pork chops or raw meats in general. It looks like they are not impressed with this and are about to absolutely put the hammer down on some sheep and pigs. But it's the circle of life, and that's just how it's going to go. But what I am interested in is this tree because I haven't seen it. Are these just vines? These are just vines, but jungle leaves and jungle logs. So is there going to be like a jungle sapling that'll make what is called a jungle tree? Is this going to be jungle wood? We will find out shortly. They are called jungle logs and they're called jungle saplings. That's the sort of deductive reasoning that you can look forward to here. I'll figure it out. Maybe in one step, maybe three or four. But you can always count on me to look at the F3 screen and make some more guesses. And this is just a normal oak tree. They grow like that sometimes. But the jungle wood, I'll need to process it and see what uses we might have for it. That tree was pretty short, pretty funny. Is that a new kind of wood? Nope, that was just more. Is that jungle as well? Oak leaves on a jungle log. Now that is funny. I thought I recognized the leaves, but yeah, that's what we have here at the border, which rather than preserve the curiosity, we're just going to chop it down to, I don't know, get more visibility. I don't know why I do the things I do. But I just realized that the chest would get cracked along with the boat. That's pretty annoying. I question how much utility I'm even getting from having it with the chest in it in that case. Well, I know to tame wolves, I need bones. I don't have any on me, but I'll just come back here someday. I know that they spawn in many places, but of course they don't spawn around my spawn anymore. So they don't spawn around my spawn. What an elegant turn of phrase. But what I'm going to do is just run over this way to the village, or no, we're going to boat because the boat is much faster than running, at least as far as I can tell. And that's probably where we'll end it. But very, very exciting stuff going on here. I'll need to scout around. Uh, Perhaps I will build a giant house on stilts that will overlook the reef. That could be fun. There's a lot of possibilities, but I do know that that is a site that I'm never going to want to give up. It it's so lovely just stretching out against the horizon, and then in the center of the world, this amazing reef. Where are our stats at? Negative 2300, negative 800. So it's not terribly far away from, where we're from, but it's still a little trek out. And that is the village buildings are quite separated, but this is a really interesting place just coming upon to it. Uh, the sheerness of the cliffs, the pre-existing village, so I could add on both to the lower and the upper parts of the village with great ease. Because of course, if the villagers are already living there, you don't have to entice them with promises that you don't keep, like how you're going to send all their kids to school and teach them to be scholars. And you know what I did? I just left that island and I haven't been back. I'm a bad person, but I'm trying to get better all the time. And that's the only advice I can give you. If you promise like a whole group of people that you're going to send their kids to college, at the very least, you could feel bad about lying to them. And I do. But I didn't lie. I'm just getting around to it. I still have plenty of time to keep my promises to those villagers. These villagers, familiar faces in their monastic uh, brown robes, they're no colorful showboats like those fellows across the sea. But it looks like these villagers, due to the construction of the village, have absolutely no chance of getting up to the top. So this is rife for just an expansion over here, rife for it. But it's it's in my head as a good candidate for expansion. Yeah, this poor soul, he could live for the life of 10 villagers and he still wouldn't be able to get up to the top. And I'm not going to climb up there in this video because it's going to take a little bit of effort, and I'm conscious that it's running a little bit long, but we are going to see what's going on here more so. I am just really captivated by this new place that we found. The experiment in going in one direction until I saw something cool has been successful beyond my wildest expectations. I, if I had thought perhaps there are coral blocks in Minecraft, I would have said, "Oh yeah, probably." But one of the wonderful things about not knowing very much about the game is both the happiness in seeing something that appears to me at least be a little bit rare. I haven't seen 10 reefs while we're going through the world, but the joy of discovering it in the first place. And I know that there's still a lot more of that the game has to offer me before I've more or less seen it all. And just having a really good time. I am going to search for that treasure at a later date, even though the map is in my hand, as if to remind me, hey, why don't you do this thing? But I am not gonna just do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna sit around and play video games. But I wanted to thank all of you for watching and listening, and I hope you've enjoyed this segment of my Minecraft exploration experience, and that I'll hopefully see you in the next video.